Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Now today we are on route to Gennep, the Netherlands, which is roughly about 185 kilometers away, and it will take me close to 2 hours to get there. And what we are going to do today is we are going on our first aikido seminar since close to 2 years now. So yeah, really looking forward to the seminar and meeting the new people there.
You and I, we are so random. You bring the darkness to the light, split the atom. I ignore the fact that this will never last. Your words come out so soothing that I forget that this thing is confusing. Having such a blast, but don't ask where my head is at, 'cause I'm cruising through the rush of us.
Now this trip will take me roughly 45% state of charge. So I started out with 90%. That would mean I would arrive with 0% back home. Now of course the car consumes a little bit while it's stationary, and arriving with 0% is always risky. But on the other hand, we know that nowadays the navigation or the trip estimator actually is a little bit on the cautious side. So that means that it is going to go up and I will consume maybe like 40%, and then I don't really need to charge. So we'll see what we'll have to do once we start in Gennep again. I always have the option to go charging in Eindhoven or Antwerp if I won't be making it to the house again without needing to charge.
Want you to be my vice, 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 vice. I'm all about your vibe, vibe, vibe. Me and you got that good, yeah, but I'm running like I'm lost in the woods, yeah, I don't really care.
Now one thing that we have here in the Netherlands is that from 6 in the morning until 7 in the evening, a lot of the highways are restricted to 100 kilometers an hour. I'm not sure if this is about emissions, because during nighttime you can still do 120, but it is what it is. And I do hope that the navigation takes this into account, because right now I'm arriving at the dojo about 15 minutes before the seminar starts. But I still need to find some parking space, still need to change, and I also need to ask permission from the owner of the dojo to film some of the seminar so that I can use it to show you guys what we are doing. It is also going to be interesting because it's the first time that I've been to that place, and I will meet some new people, of course, and it's always nice to train with new people, because, well, it's just a fact that in your own dojo you get used to how the people react and the people get to know you. So it is nice to have some other people that react differently, and that's good for the quality of your aikido as well.
Want you to be my vice, 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 vice. I'm all about your vibe, vibe, vibe. Want you to be my vice.
Now this is a fine example of what they call a turbo roundabout, where there are some blocks in the middle and you cannot just take any exits that you want on this thing. So the car from the right, if he wants to go to the left, he has to cross into the middle lane, because otherwise he will be forced to take this exit. So this is also something that FSD will actually need to be able to handle, and what is completely different from what is in the US, for example. So that is why FSD in Europe is going to be a lot harder, in my opinion, than what we see in the US.
I'm all about your vibe, vibe.
Right, we are here. Just need to get a parking spot and register for the seminar, and yeah, off we go.
Let's get some sun, baby, it's time to go. All we need to put on is the radio. I can feel the heat is rising, and that beat is hypnotizing. Oh, oh, no, we run the show. Let's get louder, come on, lose control. Got to live or we get too old. Come on, shine, shine a little tonight. Let's get louder, come on, lose control. Ain't no limit when we go for gold. We can shine, shine a little tonight. Shine a little tonight. Shine a little Let's hit the club, time to make a move. Make a move. We got it late, ain't got nothing to prove. Nothing to prove. I can feel the heat is rising, and that beat is hypnotizing. Oh, no, we run the show. Let's get louder, come on, lose control. Got to live or we get too old. Come on, shine, shine a little tonight. Let's get louder, come on, lose control. Ain't no limit while we go for gold. We can shine, shine a little tonight.
So that was a really nice seminar. I got to meet a bunch of new people, got to train with them, learned a few new things, so that's always good. And now I get to drive home in this very beautiful sunset with a little bit of scattered clouds here, but it's looking really nice and it's going to be a very enjoyable drive. Now I do need to charge along the way, and the navigation is telling me to already charge in Uden, in the Netherlands still, and it's a little bit out of the way, and it also tells me that I need a CCS adapter to supercharge there. So I think that is a new notification that they put up. It says route requires CCS adapter to supercharge, so that means that it is a V3 supercharger only, with no type 2 plugs, and I think that's really good that Tesla actually notifies people of this, because even though I have the CCS upgrade, I may have forgotten the supercharger, for example, or I may have forgotten the adapter, sorry. So that's an option. If I wouldn't have the CCS upgrade, then this supercharger would not be displayed on my route. So if you don't have the CCS capability, then you won't see those supercharger in the navigation popping up. So Tesla is again taking care of the Tesla. Awesome.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had afforded.
I have arrived at the supercharger, and although I only need about 15 minutes to charge to get enough to get home, I'm actually going to take a quick bite because I'm really hungry as well after this training. So we'll be here for a little bit longer, but it's 7 o'clock and time to have some dinner as well. Okay, so it is past 7 o'clock in the evening, so that means I can do 120 kilometers an hour here on the same road that before I could only do 100 kilometers an hour. And it is showing that in the dash as well, where it actually has the conditional speed limit, and now the 120 is active instead of the 100. So that's awesome. And it is going to gain me a little bit of time for driving home, which should take me another hour and a half now. So we've just entered Belgium here, and it's about 1 hour left to drive. And there's no traffic, so it's all smooth sailing from here on. And it is a long drive to do, but the way I think about seminars, especially the ones abroad, is that I take the amount of kilometers that I'm driving one way, divided by 100, and that is the minimum amount of training hours I need to get from it. So now I've been driving 2 hours, it's close to 200 kilometers, so 2 hours of training was the minimum I need to get out of it, and we had 2.5 hours, so definitely worth the travel for me. And that is kind of the rule that I'm taking into account when deciding to go to a seminar abroad, yes or no. The one that I'm usually doing at the end of the year in Esslingen, that's 690 kilometers, something like that, so that's 7 hours that I need to get out of it, and I'm getting 10 hours of training out of that, so definitely worth going there and doing that trip, especially to meet all those nice people. Not sure if the Esslingen seminar is going to happen this year because of COVID regulations, but we'll see. We still have a few months left, but I'm afraid it won't happen this year. But I'm so looking forward to going back there next year then. So here we are, 5 minutes away from home, and it has been a long afternoon, but a very fun one, definitely. And it's definitely a seminar I'm going back to once it's organized again, probably next year or maybe sooner, who knows. But now, I'm looking forward to getting some good night's sleep and sleeping in tomorrow, because I'm really tired and I really need the sleep. I need to catch up some. And in the afternoon, I'll probably take my son to see the new Bond movie, because he's also a huge fan of it, and so am I. So that's a good father-son moment to bond a little bit. But as usual, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and make sure you click that little bell icon so you don't miss out on any new videos. And for now, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.